Tornado. Here it comes. It's coming down. Big time circulation. Probably a tornado already on the ground here. Here it comes. Big circulation. Tornado touching down. Yeah, it's happening.
Is it?
Right down there, see that circulation? That's the wall cloud. Yeah. Tornado warning. It's trying to wrap up on that north side, see? Watch underneath that for circulation. Oh yeah. Oh, right there. Funnel right there. It's gonna try on the north side. Maybe right here. North. Look at all the birds. It's tightening up. There it comes. It's tightening up back behind. Big time circulation. Up there. I gotta land the bird. Big base. Big wall cloud right there. Southeasterlies. Tornado warned supercell northeast of Fort Smith. New wall cloud forming. I believe that's a scud tag. Could be the circulation. Main circulation up there. RFD. Main circ. Ooh, it is spinning. Yeah, that's worth intercepting. This is Storm Chaser Retimmer in Clarksville, Arkansas, and a tornado watch is in effect until 10 p.m. tonight from central and northern Arkansas all the way back into northeastern Texas. Even far northwestern Louisiana is included in that watch, and I'm monitoring a couple areas of supercell development. One area are some prefrontal bands out near Mena, Arkansas, in the southwestern part of the state. Those could mature into supercell storms as they approach I-40 in central Arkansas later on this evening. And there's also a severe thunderstorm warning for Fort Smith, Arkansas. It's a very compact supercell, but it has shown signs of a mesocyclone developing. I'm keeping a very close eye on that storm. It's going to impact portions of I-40 and far western Arkansas here over the next 30 to 60 minutes. And then that storm will lift north of the I-40 corridor, and it's moving quite rapidly. But really, I think this cluster of supercells moving up from southwestern Arkansas, they're actually just towering cumulus now, but I think that these are going to be the most significant severe weather producers if they can mature into supercells and tap in to this very strongly sheared environment that's in place across the central part of the state, including the Little Rock area where some severe weather could impact there later on this evening as well. Stay tuned to the Radar Omega app for those watches and warnings, and I'm going to continue to chase this evolving severe weather threat here across Arkansas. Storm Chaser Retimmer standing in front of a tornado-warned storm to the west of Hackleburg. This is the inflow portion of the storm. This is one of the circulations. There is another circulation developing at the apex of the RFD. But so far, this storm looks a little bit to the southwest of the surface low. The surface winds are likely becoming just a little bit west, more west of due south. And that so far is preventing this from really tightening up at the low levels. But this is the circulation that I'm keeping a close eye on just to the north here. It looks like this circulation is going to pass to the north of Hackleburg. But even though this storm is tornado warned, the wind shear is not quite oriented properly, so it's just a little bit strung out. But I am watching this location right here for tornado potential to the northwest of Hackleburg, Alabama. I'm in Selmer, Tennessee, and the warm front has just lifted north through this area. The surface low is consolidating near the Memphis area. Here is the Selmer Water Tower. You can start to see the sun shining down on the American flag on top of that water tower. Temperatures are skyrocketing right now into the lower 70s. Instability is building, and I do expect supercell initiation to happen shortly in northern Tennessee, and those storms are going to race off to the east-northeast at about 40 knots, and they will quickly develop tornado potential as they interact with this warm frontal zone. I can feel the temperatures skyrocketing here with these breaks in the clouds. I do expect chase mode to be activated here in the next half an hour or so as these storms initiate to my west across western Tennessee and quickly evolve into supercells. It's on the ground, big tornado! You guys see it on the stream? Kind of far, a little far away from it, maybe 5 miles. Oh, it's a big one. Probably just getting started. Gotta get wet. Zoomed way in on it. It's probably gonna be a big tornado too. Here it comes. Coming down. It's gonna be a tornado. Call it in if you guys can. Call it in to Des Moines. Tornado on the ground. Tornado, contact. Tornado, big tornado happening. About to happen. Multiple vortices. On the front, textbook shelf pop. Look at those convective elements. Heating up with the stable air, creating a laminar appearance to the shelf. Absolutely textbook. a monster shelf cloud. This has prompted severe thunderstorm warnings and even tornado warnings earlier today across southwestern Kansas. Those are line echo wave pattern type storms, type circulations that were wrapping up in the middle of the line. But this right here is a shelf cloud. This tells you that outflow or cold air back behind it is dominating the inflow. This is actually forming right along a cold front that's surging south through the southern high plains right now. You can see the laminar appearance that's caused by stable air that this convection is encountering and getting forced up and over the top of. This shelf cloud right here is surging off to the southeast through the Texas Panhandle. It certainly is going to be associated with very strong winds, potentially damaging winds, and very large hail across those dominant cores. There were a couple tornado warnings, as I mentioned, off into southwestern Kansas. It appears that those may have produced. It's hard to tell right now if it was a land spout or a gustnado or some kind of a circulation. They certainly were associated, though, with some line echo wave pattern type circulations. But now the threat is definitely shifting toward damaging straight line winds as this front surges southeast through the high plains. This is extreme meteorologist Reed Timmer heading south through the high plains, targeting a supercell threat that's going to evolve this late afternoon across the Pecos Valley, east of the Texas Big Bend region, into northern Mexico, possibly impacting the Del Rio to the Eagle Pass area later on this evening. But I think that supercell should develop at around 4 p.m., maybe even a little bit earlier than that, off the higher terrain there, just to the west of the Pecos Valley, possibly near the Pecos region. And that severe weather threat could even include the Midland area later on this evening as well. Several of those short-range models are showing isolated supercells to develop by about 4 p.m., first over southwestern Texas. Large hail is going to be the main threat, but with that moist southeasterly flow, even though the storms will be a little bit high base, so those dew points into the low 50s possibly down in southwest Texas, I do still think there is a non-zero tornado threat later on this afternoon. This is day one of 3 days in a row of severe weather. That is a major hail foot right there, rain foot. It pulled underneath the base, even a bit of a wall cloud. Gizmo. Rapid condensation there. See that little pop of condensation behind the wall cloud there? That wall cloud is rotating. It's probably going to try to produce. That one might be low enough. Look at the tower up there. Lightning. Occlusion happening. Occlusion imminent. There it is. here. Nasty. Whoa. Extreme meteorologist Reed Timmer just got hammered by an incredible hailstorm. Vehicle got completely disabled, windshield blown out, sunroof taken out, side mirrors off, and now we've got a flood, a bit of a flash flood coming in here. Even a debris plug, look at that. Gizmo. On April 19, 2020, a large moderate risk area was issued from southern Louisiana all the way to Georgia. This was ahead of a fast-moving trough with a massive warm sector that stretched across 4 different states. A southwesterly low-level jet at 50 knots over top a very moist environment created a threat for strong tornadoes from northern Louisiana across southern Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. As I was dropping south to my target area, I went through the damage paths from the previous outbreak from Easter Sunday, where EF4 tornadoes cut through communities like Bassfield all the way to just north of Hattiesburg. I then saw this lightning strike with trees on fire from early morning storms that had tornado warnings but failed to produce tornadoes. I then saw a new mode of convection developing well to my southwest, and I saw that it definitely had a chance of producing strong tornadoes even before sunset. So I dropped southwest, even to the south of the Natchez, Mississippi area, to intercept an HP supercell that looked like it had a chance to produce a strong tornado. The 0 to 1 kilometer helicity was in excess of 300 meters squared per second squared ahead of the storm, and I could see that it had strongly deviant motion. As this monster HP supercell was approaching me, the frequency of positively charged lightning strikes increased dramatically, with cloud-to-ground strikes happening all over the place from the vault of this supercell. I knew that it was about to go tornadic. Rapid westerlies to the south, left to right motion. Tornado would be up there if it is. Just ahead of me. RFD surging back behind. Left to right. I think it's going to be up to the north. All the wind's coming toward me right now. Maybe coming over the tree. We're about to get big time westerlies. That could be the circulation up there. Possible circulation right there. It's definitely wrapping around. It could be the right edge, left to right. It's got to be back in there. Oh, I think I see the left edge. Going just to my north. Yep. Get ready. Let me make sure. Sure is. RFD. 38 tornadoes were confirmed across Dixie Alley from the April 19 outbreak in 2020. Sadly, one fatality was caused by the long-track supercell that we chased through southern Mississippi. That tornado was rated an EF4 and tore through communities like Sandy Hook and Hurricane Creek. Here you can see some of the damage I sampled by Dominator drone, with many hardwood trees completely sheared off just above the ground, consistent with a strong tornado. Tornadoes were confirmed across southeastern Texas, northern Louisiana, central and southern Mississippi, and even a couple of EF2 tornadoes in southern Alabama. Vortex up there, textbook. Large tornado on the ground happening. Big one. Large tornado on the ground happening. Big one. Large tornado. Large tornado! Large tornado on the ground happening. Big one. Large tornado! Is rampant. Debris coming down. Oh yeah, there it comes. Big tornado. Whoa! Whoa! Here it comes. Here it comes, right there. It passed right in front of us, guys. There it comes. Yep. Tornado debris right in front of me. Power flashes.